Yes, yes, let's fill up. New York, we've made it. We friggin' made it. Fill it up, fill it up. We friggin' made it. Welcome, gang. Fill it up, fill it up, fill it up. Let's fill up the seats. There's a few empty chairs in the back. Pull up a chair. If you gotta stand, you gotta stand. You know, if it's standing room only left in the back, take advantage. But welcome, man. Is it great to be back here in New York session? Wow, New York, stand up. Yeah. Let's go. How are you feeling today? I'm feeling great every day. I am well because I choose to be, right? No matter what we have going on in our lives, no matter what path we gotta walk, right? We can either welcome it with open arms and say, bring it on, right? Come here, bring it in for a big hug. Or we could kind of dread it, avoid it, and get smacked with it, or get blindsided by life while you're in the process of avoiding it. Right? So let's not get blindsided. We've all walked into the wrong door once or twice or maybe more times in our lives, right? Let's make sure we start opening the right doors. Let's walk into the right doors today. And you're here. You walked into the right door, right? Today. No, yeah, sometimes you just open the wrong door and going into the wrong room, enter the wrong building. And, you know, life is one big detour. And then you start, you know why you walk into the wrong door? Because you're trying to run either from where you are at right now, and you're trying to find an escape, or you're just running blindly in comfort, right? That you don't even notice what door you're walking into, right? You ever notice how silence hits different when you finally stop running? Oh, people at the Zoom door, come on in. Yeah, so you ever notice how silence hits different when you stop running? Like, not the quiet in a room, but like the quiet when your phone stops buzzing, like when nobody's asking you for anything, and like when there's no distractions, right? Where there's nothing left to distract you from your own self, right? So you can focus. And that's really where truth shows up in your life. Kind of start realizing how many things you tolerated, not because they were right, but just because they were familiar, right? You know, how many times did you guys just use it for loyalty when it was just really the fear of letting go, right? Most people don't change because change is hard, right? They don't change because being honest with yourself is harder either. Just way easier to stay busy, way easier to stay loud, and way easier to stay surrounded. I see you at the Zoom door. Give me 1 sec. There you go. I think you should be in. But let me tell you something, gang. Growth usually happens when nobody's clapping, nobody's watching, and when it's just you and whatever you've been avoiding. When you say time, right? And you separate yourself from everything except the thing you've been avoiding. It's like, it's like being locked up in a room with a person you hate. Eventually you'll work your differences out. You either fucking beat the life out of each other or you'll work it out to be there together. Right? So the same thing happens when it's just you and those things you've been avoiding. Things you think are problems will probably be your best friends at the end of what do you call it? That intervention. And the wild part is the uncomfortable silence that you're trying to escape, right? That's usually the doorway that I was talking about earlier. That's the doorway. That's the right door. That's that doorway to walk into the right door. And as I've said when we started here, we all walk into the wrong door sometimes. But that uncomfortable silence that you're trying to escape, that conversation with life and things that make you uncomfortable, that's usually the doorway to the right door. Okay, well, you've made it to the right door today, and I'm glad you're here. And I'm fucking excited to be back here in New York session, man. We've been slaying Asian. We're at 28.1K, I believe. Like, you guys got us. We're almost at 30K subs. Thank you, gang. I really appreciate it. I have to say thank you, man. And just please keep liking, keep subbing. Please share the stream so we get a lot more like-minded people. Please, please, please. Help me grow this community. Help me grow this channel. And you know what? Let's get into it. We're coming up on an hourly closure. We're going to jump into the 9 a.m. hour, the NYSE hour. Coming up here. Let me get everybody in here. We had a lovely session last night. The daily, massively bullish. Yeah. So somebody said yesterday we're gonna come back down. Yeah. Come back down in a range. That's the negative. Also, remember what I said yesterday? If you guys were there for Asian session, your first breakout will typically not be the breakout after a heavy range. People are like, oh, we break out when you range heavy, you drive heavy. All right, that's a constant. That's the thing I say all the time. I still say it, but that's on a larger scale. In a small scale, when you range heavy, you don't just break out. You break out, and people think that's it. That's the breakout. As soon as you leave the range, no, you're gonna tap that first level usually outside that range. Right? And come back and you're going to find a range. And then once you're able to break that, you'll drive. Look what's happening here. Okay, we broke out. We didn't drive. I mean, we drove in terms of like, yeah, there's pips to get here, like 134. But that wasn't the move that's here, eating this range to the left. The move came after you drove, created a range, broke, and then the move happened. Okay? So very easy read here. Bro, I'm just new to your channel. What strategy are you using? Do you have any playbook you use? No, we build a narrative using our price action knowledge, our volume knowledge, our timing knowledge, and put all those things together, build a narrative, and just follow along with price, and we do very, very well. Yeah, you're watching the playbook, basically, my thought process. Show up here for a little bit. Long gone are the 26K sub days. Yeah, we were at 26K subs for about 2 years, a year and a half. We did not move from we were in YouTube jail for 2 years. We got to 26K subs in a year and a half, and then we spent 2 years at 26K subs because for some reason YouTube did not like my opinions on the C word and the T word and the W word and the R word. And all of a sudden, you know, locked up, they won't let me out. Locked up, they won't let me out. Well, guess what? Escape that bitch like Alcatraz. And now we moving, we pushing, we grinding, you know, so. It's happening. So yeah, this is just price action trading, honestly. Price action trading, king of price action. Like, where would you rather learn price action from? What, like the jack of price action? Is that the correct account? No, the one I want to trade today is this one, but this one looks prettier because it's already got a W on here. Just remind me before we take a trade. Yeah, so here's the deal. I forgot what I was just about to say, but I'm just being honest, dog. It's like having a stack of ones, but putting 100 on the outside and taking it. When Wix9 looks in the mirror, there is no reflection, but because there's only one Wix9, that's fucking good one. It's a good one. How many payouts are you able to get from that 150K account? So I'm about to get my third one on just this one account right here. And I think I'm one more away from going live, but I don't know. I should just trade these two, fucking run them. I don't know why I could have ran them up this time instead of this one and just gotten live. You guys hold your trade or just scalping for a piece of the pie? I take what the market gives. Sometimes it runs, sometimes it doesn't. But the whole point is to take risk off the table, right? So I love it when a trade is house money, right? So I love being in profit, securing the bacon, and then letting some runners run. But don't we all, right? Don't we all? The EYES indicator, yes, I hope you guys brought those. And yeah, weekly has broken the previous weekly high. Celery play, right? Well, celery play not really a celery play because you're below that resistance. This would have been a celery play if resistance was down here. This is kind of us just driving through the resistance. The 4 hours bullish, right? The daily's bullish. Boy, oh boy, oh boy, are we gonna have a nice 10 a.m. candle if we keep this bullish momentum, gang. We're gonna I'm sorry. Give me 1 second. All right, please give me 1 sec. Good morning, Zoom gang. You guys can talk too. Hold on a second. Sorry, I just saw something. Bro, did you get that celery play from Dom? No. I was in the actual conversation when the celery play was created. I helped design, create, and my input was used to come up with the name. I was on that actual stream where that was created. So if anyone ever uses celery play, we're not following them. They came from our tree. Celery play, onions, pineapples, pancakes. What was the other guy's name that founded Google? What's the other guy's name? There's Sergey Brin and there's another one. Or the other guy that founded the other guy that founded the Bad Boy Records. So we've been doing this for a long time. It looks like into my house now. We got started. Give me 1 second. Okay, amazing. We closed above the range here on the hourly, but we closed with no top wick on the 15 lay candle. What about time to eat? Or are we just calling out random streamers? That's sativa hitting today, bro. Yeah, the sativa. Where did I park it, bro? I parked the sativa somewhere here. Oh yeah, I didn't finish mine, but it's in its own parking spot right now in the ashtray. Is there a video on the Onion Celery Plays? Yeah, the last half a decade of my live streams. Thousands, not of videos. There's thousands of live streams. There's thousands of live streams. You got like 5,000 or 10,000 hours of live streams. So yeah, if I were you, just show up here every day for the conversation, right? Show up here every day for the value and for the opportunity to ask questions. And man, I am blessed to have you guys here to have this conversation. I don't know who Dom is. If you're talking about Dom Vo, then I understand. Who Dom is, I don't know. Every time I see Dom, I'm thinking family. And fucking tuna no crust. You know what I mean? And how many pounds of rice are you pushing? I think Toretto. Yeah, so here's the deal, right? Like I said, the daily closed bullish, the 4 hours, previous 4 hours bullish. The 1 hour just closed bullish above the most recent resistance. I would love for this to drive up. There's a million people right now that have a buy limit. I mean, a buy stop right here, right on the break of that high. It falls in line with these little wicks to the left. So you can reject heavy off these wicks, right? I don't want to flip here just to re-break the lows. But if we flip bullish, don't drive, re-break the lows, I will have a buy stop. And this will fall in line with this 15. You see how this 15 does not have any range? So it closed bullish, but a leg candle and no top wick, meaning no range. But this candle after it can create one. And when it creates it and comes back down and re-breaks the low to grab more orders, then we can look to have buy limits on the top of that, wherever this top wick tops out, because now with momentum bouncing off a steeper support, we could fill that wick and drive through it, right? To fill the next range, this wick to the left with momentum. But there's over 50 pips to fill here for that wick to the left, but we need to create some range on the most recent candle. Okay? Okay, so we're flipping bullish here. If it creates a top wick and comes back down, I will take the re-break of that high. But if it just pushes here, I'll leave it alone. And you know what we'll wait for? We'll wait for a buy limit here off the 4 hour. That's what I was saying. We have created an amazing range on the 4 hour. What also happened on the previous 4 hour candle? If you look, no bottom wick, no top wick, right? Highly likely price needs to come back down to grab some orders. I think we've grabbed orders here off the current bottom wick here, 82 pips on the 4 hour, right? But when you close with no top wick on a candle, especially the 4 hour, you're indicating no range. So what does that mean? Most likely resistance, right? Now that you've broken above it, it turns into a support. So let's go into the smaller time frame. 1 hour, 30, all on that same level here. 15, 30, 1 hour. And the 4 hour bottom wick as a stop. We're going to have a buy limit here. When this, as price starts coming down, it's most likely going to have to be on the next 4 hour candle, aka a little over 55 minutes from now. So there's a chance we get positions. Wait, did we re-break the lows on there? No, we did not. Pushed up, we did not re-break. So as we re-break the lows right now and come down for a bottom wick, I will set a buy stop on the break of that candle high. 30s closed above, the hourly's closed above, the 4 hours pushing bullish off support, All right, we've grabbed orders previous 15. The only thing we don't have is the range on this 15, but now that this candle's created it, once we break the lows here, we probably need to get back down to this support, 4370.9, 4370.7, and as we tap that, we'll have a buy stop on the break of the highs. But as I said, as I was saying, if we get to 10 a.m. here, 55 minutes from now, we get a bullish 4 hour, we are looking at these 4 hour, 1 hour, 30 minute buy limits off these areas. Yeah, buy limits. Some Wix 9 pancakes, some Wix 9 stimulus checks to be given out today. Is NATO going to war with Russia? I don't know. I'm pretty sure gold's moving like this because they dropped rates. Those are days when you guys stream together. Yeah, those are fun days, yeah. But there's a reason they're in the past. Hey, yesterday I told you to buy 4210. You get it? I enjoyed that ride. No, you know what I enjoyed? Some Z's. Bond futures are quite different today. Let's play spot the difference. Let's not. Remember that? Junior high school? You want to do this? Nah, let's not and say we did. Like, fuck you, man. I was really excited. Bullshit. Drizza, I see you trying to hop in. Trust me, you're not going to get in. It takes you at least 16 and a half tries. You should have all your attempts all at once. This is that guy at the airport terminal that keeps walking through the security checkpoint and beeping. So they have to like tell him, no, go back, sir. Go back. You're holding up the line. Go back, sir. Let's walk again. It takes him like 16 tries to get into the fucking beep, bro. Yeah, I used to be like that until I had to take the Prince Albert out. You know what I mean? Now I just fucking moonwalk right through that bitch. Silence. Moonwalk in silence. Sir, if you don't want me to beep, you're going to have to lock me up for indecent exposure. Yeah. You ever tie a disco ball to... Actually, you know what? Let's not go there. Wix, how much would you risk on a 50K valuation? And after, when you get funded, I would not risk anything on a 50K eval, right? You know why? Because there are companies that give you an instant funded account for the same money that you're buying an evaluation and spending weeks trying to pass it. Why don't you spend weeks doing the same challenge trying to pass it, but when you pass it, you actually get paid, right? So on an instant funded, you don't have to pass it. You just trade it, and it's the same idea, right? You pass it, you get paid. Instead of getting an account, you actually just get paid. So just go get an instant funded and start trading immediately. Skip the challenges. Go to Top 1 Futures and use code WIX. You get a 50% discount. 50% off. Prop his ass? No, you're crazy. Top 1 Futures? Damn. My friend, you are severely disillusioned. Same price, probably same price, maybe even cheaper. Kenny! Bring the smoke. Yo, did we re-break the lows or no? We have not, right? Price did not re-break the lows. The lows are right there. 5 held. All right, come on, 5. Bring us down. Give to me trade now. Get this shit into fucking printing. You give to me trade now. Oh. Oh. Wait, I gotta look left here. Where's the ranges? Oh, that's what it is. I buy challenges and pass them in one day, but I lose them too sometimes. I just don't buy challenges. Which instant model is the best? I like the instant funded. Risk per trade on instant. I use anywhere 2 to 6 lots, 2 to 7, depending trade. You're in Atlanta? Damn. I just shit.
Yeah, man. Yeah, man.
I just shit, bro. Lock it up.
Yeah, man. Yeah, man. I just.
Yo, you got to turn the YouTube off so we don't hear the echo. It's gonna be a choppy day, I feel like. We still gonna take a W though. Shout out from the Kirby. All right. Thank you. Like 2 to 3 hours away from me. You're currently in buys. Oh man, I would love to be in buys with you. I know you took it on the flip, but I'm looking for a rebreak out of lows. We won't be in there with you until it does so. Feel me? Do these people read anything on the website? There's a big old tab from answers to these questions. Like they'd rather have them doing everything. Remember I was saying people aren't stupid. They're just lazy. And I understand that, so I'm cool with it. I'm cool with people being lazy. I'm just not gonna be lazy. Yo, come back down, bruh. Come on, broseph. Let's do it. Bag dizzy. Bag dizzy. I need to break this low right here, 43.73.2. We break that low, we have buy stops. Was in Miami last week for Art Basel. Was a vibe. Yeah, I avoid the tourist traps like a plague. I've been there 15 times for Art Basel. I wait for the rebreak of the low before entry. Why? Because we got a bottom wick. We flipped. Everybody and their mother is in. We don't have a range here. Everybody and their mother gets in on that flip. I'm expecting it to come back down based on the fact that there was no range and that an entire world of traders was in on that bullish flip, right? And the idea behind rebreaking the low is if we had to grab orders here and it only got us this far, if I want to go further than that, I probably need to grab more orders. So I'd rather come back down, bounce off of support, grab more orders, and that way as it rebreaks highs, I'll be confident that it's going to drive much further. Yo, how we all doing? What up? He squared. Tom Taylor. It was on a yacht with the fam, enjoyed it from afar. W. Yeah, fuck that. I hear. 2 minutes for the 15 close, almost NYC open. That's right. Man, if we get this rebreak out of lows and the next candle breaks the highs for the hourly. Sheesh. Sheesh, capiche. No. Come on. Oh, the 15 closed. Yeah, I want to rebreak out of lows. Man. Put the whole move since yesterday. Closed with 800 pips profit. Stop looking for these small ass moves. Damn. Sleepless debt. Sleepless then and sleepless now. Lower wick first on the 15. On the new 15, yeah, I'd just rather break the previous 15 low, right? This is really going to be a trade more based off the 30. This is good. The only thing we needed this 15 to do was create a top wick and not drive. It did both those things. It created a top wick, it didn't drive. Now we have the opportunity to drive. We're just going to need the break of the lows and the break of the highs, which creates a fucking steeper stop, but we're okay with it because we understand the probability of the trade playing out at that point becomes much higher. Needed that buy to take this payout. Was supposed to be at work 16 minutes ago. I'm barely leaving now. Bro, walk into work and be like, no, I decide when I come in, not you. Wait, what buy did you need? Did you just take that flip? The bullish flip? What did you take here? 30 pips. Bro, I'm here almost every day just to listen to wicks. I don't take it straight. W. I had the 30-minute. Wait, 30-minute what? Oh, wait, this right here, break it a high? The flip, what did you take? All right, we're coming back down here, gang. Here, break the low. Remember, we needed to break 73.2. Oh, oh. Oh. Can we take a kind of 15 high for entry? Interesting, but I would rather, I think, take the 30, break at a high here. A lot of range that I lose, but at this point, honestly, I want this shit to stick around here, get this bullish 4-hour closure, and take some buy limits of 43.61. That gives us really a super dope stop here at around 49 pips, under a 50 pip stop, and the probability of us bouncing off this level is extremely high. So, right, just like me. So 73.2 broken. Let's look. You are absolutely correct. Man, the 15, right? I want a re-break of the hourly, right? Because the hourly is not going to re-break here. We're not going anywhere. Yeah, you know what? Let's do it. I think 11 minutes NYC open. It's a lovely wick. I think we should fill some. Buy stop too. Man, 30 looks terrible to be in there. No, you know what? I'm going to keep it above the highs. I just don't. I understand the 15 looks great and there's a lot of wick to fill. But I think it needs to break that high based on the 30. Because if the only thing that looks good here is the 15 with that gladiator candle and the wick to fill. But if you look at the higher time frames, which supersede it, we need that wick to break. And until this wick breaks, in the grand scheme of things, the position would not make sense, right? If you look at the higher time frame, it might be an NYC open position. We need that high to break. But then again, we've just rebroken the 15 low, did we not? Again? No, we did not. Let's see if we can re-break it. right? Because look at the 5. Your buy would be right here into this 5 resistance. It breaks, gives you a bit of a top wick on this 15. You come right back down. The hourly looks amazing if we start re-breaking highs. But we do not want a closure back in range, right? We don't want this to close back here. The level here. I just attempted that back in range. All right, gang. Rebroke that 15. Going back to the break of the 15. See how the 5 rebroke that initial 5. Gonna be current candle stops. Current 15. Current 15 stop. $43.72.1. Oh, am I on the right account? Yeah, I am. So is it a sell? No, it's, you see how the next thing that would activate would be a buy stop, and this would close 2 out of the 3 lots that this would activate, or 2 out of the 3 contracts that this would activate, right? We re-break the lows here. I'll delete and wait for the third for NYC open if it re-breaks the lows. That 5 re-break the lows or no? No, it did not. Damn. Looking good. Looking good right now if it drives up. This looks, it looks though as if we might delete positions though if it stays like this in the next couple of minutes. Right? But it looks good right now for it to push. We got an advantage point. We got closures above. We got range. We grabbed orders. It's NYC open and we're bullish. 4 minutes. So that's the only thing I don't like. I think the next 30 might come down to create a bottom wick. If we don't push through here. Let's see, volume coming in. May the forces of evil become confused on the way to your house, gang. And that's me. All right. See if we can push through here a little bit. I'm gonna move stops to be here. Come on, push. Don't come back on me. Stops to break even, but I haven't secured anything. There we go. Partials tapped. Let's see if we get a runner here. Let's look for... Amazing, amazing, amazing. I told you this looks great. Yep, this is our runner right there, 4383.4. W! 4383.4 is full TP. That's a resistance and a wick on a higher time frame. Oh, we just wait. This is house money at this point. We either get tab BE, and then we look for something else NYC Open, but we got a good entry here. If NYC Open decides to run off the rip, we got, 100 seconds here. This volume should be pushing it. But we've secured 21 pips on the partial there. Vantage point secured, right? That wick right here, that previous candle wick is the advantage point. Once we rebroke that low, that was the whole point, right? We grab more orders, we should drive further. Now I'm expecting to fill this wick here, but will it be all right now before it takes us out? Or right, because that's where it comes back to. That previous, our entry is basically a previous resistance, so it's got to come back to it to turn it into a support, right? So we don't know if it's going to come back all the way to our area or just this 5-minute area, but it should come back. There it is. Came back. But W, 21 pips. Congrats. Congrats. It's NYC Open. There's no more risk on the table. You guys are winners. This was a very simple position. Like, things like this with an advantage point, with a clear direction, these things are simple. Unfortunately, it took us out, but we're coming up to high volume time right now, gang. So fortunately, the runner got taken out, but you secured the bacon. You guys are winners, part of the 2% of traders worldwide, top 2% of traders worldwide that took a W. Morning. All right, you're holding this area. I'm not sure if this is going to form resistance now. Look at this closure. Look at this closure. Oh, that was close. About to come back in range there. Yo, break of these highs, celery play. What's the stops? What's the stops? Hit me with it. Oh. Ain't no stopping us now. W trade, yes, congrats. We got... Hold on, let's add that to the record. Win number 591. Do a little marketing. Do a little adding. Advertising. Advertising. Buys. Plus 21. 20. It's a good trade. That paid me as much as yesterday's Asian session trade. Damn, still accounts. are full. I can't put these green pictures in my pocket and pay with them. Need this shit sent over. Right now. ASAP. ASAP Rocky. To my pocket. Everyone drop a like and sub. Yes. See, why can't he stand it like that? Because he's in Atlanta and you can't be relaxed in ATL. You can't be relaxed in the ATL. You gotta be a hawk. Right? You can't let your guard down in the ATL. If you're from the ATL, you know what the fuck I'm talking about. I have the feeling we will get one more trade. It's Friday. Yeah, I got a feeling. I got a feeling. Now, I know you don't smoke. I know this, man. But I'm going to get you high today. Because it's Friday. You ain't got no job. And you ain't got shit to do. Five-minute looked interesting. Closed like a rejection celery, and the break of the lows was aggressive. Down, yeah. The celery play is going to be has happening, right? The same thing that just happened on the 15 is going to happen on the hourly here with the rebreak of the highs and the 30 celery play, right? If it does that, then that's the celery play. But unfortunately, unfortunately,
it's definitely a no for me, dog.
Because of these. Stop. At some point, the risk management is just like, yeah. Plus, if you look left, this is also a resistance up here. Like, hold on. Bring it backward. Bruh. 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 You feel me? I probably have it marked up like this now based on the most recent levels. Hold on. Don't break here now. Damn. All right. This is risky with the volume here with the 4 hour. We don't want this to come down right now. We do not. We want this to come down in 25 minutes after this 4 hour closes. Once the 4 hour closes, we are taking buy limits of 43.61. Right now, it's NYC open, the 4 hour reflipping bearish here, right? Without a closure, there's volume. Problem is there's so much volume. It's either going to drive up heavy or bounce or come down to this area. It might bounce off of here, but man, I am not willing to take that position as the 4 hour flips. I'd rather have the 4 hour. See, there's the 4 hour flip. You might see a nice bounce off this area, but I need it after the 4 hour. Can't take this as the 4 hour flips. Okay, pull back up. Yeah, keep it ranging. Right, if we close like this, then I can say, all right, let's open the next 4 hour with a bottom wick. And it's good. The next 4 hours is going to need a top wick. It's going to need either to drive up or create a top wick to come down after all this bullish move, right? So if it's going to need a top wick, but it opens up with a bottom wick and no top wick, right? As it's opening up, I'm going to expect it to go boom. Right. That's what I'm going to expect. that will be entry. I need this 4 hour to close first. 23 minutes here. Let's just keep talking it out of coming down. Good girl. Good girl. Yeah. That's the way. Uh-huh. Uh-huh. I like it. Yeah. Yeah. No. Don't come back down. You got time. Hang around here. Hang out. That's what I was saying. Only here for the sativa. Chee. Yo, that was why I was surprised you were looking for the buys into that level. Oh, because of that resistance? Because we've created a range. We've created the most recent level. So I figured the most recent level, I'm not going to need that one overall from way back then, because these wicks, they've tapped into it. And we've created it here. Now that we're breaking up above for NYC Open, I'm thinking, all right, fuck those old levels. Out the book. But that's also why I took the entry on the break at a 15, just for the wick fill advantage point, at least for the wick fill advantage point, because I understand we're at an old school resistance, right? Like back in the day resistance. Bye now. I'm out. It's sell. Jeez. Okay, gotcha. Thank you, bro. You're welcome. Broseph. Once for your break 4,500, we were going to 5K before Christmas. But it'll definitely happen before Christmas. But will it happen before this Christmas or next Christmas is the question. So can I sell now, bro? Stimmy. Yes, Stimmy's giving out today, right here. Stimmy's giving out yesterday, right there. Right? We just, they're in the mail. Please drop a like and sub to the channel. Please share this stream. And please, would you please light a joint for that W trade? Smoke them if you got them. And when I say joint, I don't mean weed. I'm saying light your joint, whatever it is, whatever your joint is. Like maybe it's a pipe, maybe it's a cigar, maybe it's a, I don't know, maybe it's your toenail. Light something. The lighters in the air. All right, NYC open volume. Benny gonna be tight as fuck. His food, he gets his last serving today. But they're only gonna ship his food on Monday. And it takes like a week to get here. He's done for the week. It's fucking go plus 40 done for today. So you're probably done for the week also if you're done for today. You like Benny. type it is. Shout out Everclear. Yes. Sipping whiskey. Oh, yes. I'll take that. All right, damn, 369 in here, 369.
Sounded real fine.
To the window.
To the wall.
Honestly, for me, the window and the wall is the same place. So I'd be like, to the window, to the wall, keep going. 52 trades, only 9 losses. What does that mean? Yeah. Oh, and as I say that, 366. Please drop a like, sub to the channel, join the Signal channel, but really share this stream so we can grow this community. We really want to grow this community. I need your help. I'm going to keep showing up, giving you dubs. Please keep showing up, subbing, and liking, and sharing the stream. Help me grow this channel. And if you do a little thing for us, gold, and not drive just yet. Greatly appreciate it. Been on a motherfucking roll since October. Dope. Benny got 0 for the rest of the week. Poor guy. No. We don't do that. And you know what I'm gonna do? Whenever he runs out of food, it's happened before. I gotta go to the store and buy him some steaks. No, I buy him some liver. I buy him chicken feet. I buy him a lot of ground beef, and then I mix all of that up into rice and buckwheat and a little bit of like chicken soup. I make just some big bowls and like he'll eat for a week. No, I don't give him the actual steaks. He probably he I don't know eats better or not. I know that the most expensive food in the family is Benny's. Like we spend almost double on his food weekly than we do on mine or the kids or our girls. Like he definitely consumes way more food than all of us in terms of price. Just think about it. Like you go get a package of ground beef, like an extra big one, like this, right? And it's probably gonna cost you like $20, $30. This motherfucker eats that for breakfast. And then he's still hungry. What kind of dog?
He also weighs more than your girls.
It's a demon. Actually, he weighs more than all of them combined. That's what's crazy.
So yeah, you gonna eat more. That's for sure.
Benny, come here, you fucking guinea pig. Benjamin. You know what it is though, when it's quiet like that, he's like on the kid's bed. What it is, I know. I got the little dinosaur over here. Come here. Nah, he needs to eat human grade food. Come here, you silly goose. Nah, don't stretch. Give me a high five. High five. Let's go. There he is. Yo, you want to say hi or what? Where you going? Yo! Come on, come here. Come here. Let's go. Bring it in. Oh, you're a good boy. You're a good boy. Yes, you are. Come on, bring it in. Go. Let's go. Last time. Last hug. What do you mean no? Come on. High five. Let's go. Let's go. I knew it's a pit bull. No, he's not a pit bull. He's not a pit bull. Come here. Fuck him. Bro, don't do this shit. This motherfucker. Yo, look in the camera. Say hi. Oh, your breath stank. Big bully. Come here, say hi. Move away from the keyboard, though. His paw is the size of my hand. Look, my hand. Look at his paw. Look how massive his paw is. My hand. Down. Basically just used me as a fucking napkin. He's slobbering because I just gave him food. Yeah. Give him some bread, he won't know. He likes bread, but I'm not gonna try to give him bread. No expert, but some bully. Yeah, he's an XL bully. He be eating everything. Everything. He ate all the red bottoms. He ate all the fucking Jordan 5s, except the Supremes. He fucking eats everything. Ate all of the Labubus, which I don't mind, honestly. Fuck the Labubus, but all right, there we go. You're gonna have the celery play, right? The hourly's flipping, the 30's giving you the celery play, but we cannot, under any circumstance, utilize this grimy stop Gold just gave us. No bueno. Capiche? Not the Jordan 5s. Yeah. You know what he ripped off of them? He didn't eat the Jordans. He ate the thing off the laces, the plastic piece that goes through the laces, but like, this was last night. How come every time I come in the kitchen, you in the kitchen eating all food? Remember when you take a shit on the highway? Yeah. R.I.P. that guy. What's his name? I forgot his name. We think gold will come back to your buy limit level when the new 4-hour opens. I don't have a buy limit level. Buy limit just yet, but my buy limit level right here, 43.61. I'll take it off the 4-hour. Yeah, you know what? It might not come back all the way down to here. It is a high likelihood it taps the 4-hour. Let's see the stops at that point though. Five, right? Based on this smaller price action here, yeah, I don't think it comes back there off the next hourly candle. I think we're gonna push here for the hour closes. I think to close out the hour, it's gonna push. You're gonna see a heavy push up. I just like, no matter how much the likelihood of the trade playing out, there's still, if there's a chance to lose, I'm not gonna open myself up for a possible 160 pip loss. So I'd rather let this go, let it fly. Right, let it fly like an eagle. Let it come back, and then we'll take better positions. It's okay. It's okay, man. I'm not gonna be that dude that 0.01% of the time is gonna take that big ass loss there for 160. I might, but it's gonna be on my terms, right? I'm not gonna force the issue. No one's gonna force any hands here, like I told you before. Oh, rebreak at a high? Did not push. This bunch of people pissed off right now, man. What the fuck? I mean, it still will. It should push. Just a bunch of people pissed off. It rebroke the high. Where else does it have to go here right now, right? After that rebreak at a high, it's NYC open. The hourly rebroke its own high. The 30 broke the previous 30 high. The 15 has broken the previous 15 high. The 4 hour is about to re-break its own high of 4381.4. Daily's going to do the same thing. Oh, you're at a daily level here. Scary. Scary at 4383. Maybe that's what brings down the next 4 hour, 4383. I don't mind that. But that's the daily level. Be tough. Spooky. Oh, yeah. Scary. I live in Hialeah. What? I subscribe for Benny. I appreciate that. Thank you. W Benny, come here, Benny. High five. We got a new sub. What would you say? They're called aglets, but I'm way behind them on the chart, on the chat. Is Hialeah worth buying property out there? Yeah. If never mind. Hello, Hialeah. He said, or Miami Lakes. Are you? Well, it depends. Are you looking to buy a trap house, or are you looking to buy a family house? If you're buying a trap house, Hialeah. You're buying a family house, neither. Stay the fuck out of Hialeah and Miami Lakes. It really depends on your utility. You're running a smuggling operation, Hialeah. Actually, or Miami Lakes. Stayed out of it? Yeah, I'm staying out of it too. Need a good school zone? Connecticut. Massachusetts. Pushing it, pushing it. Yeah, I mean, like I said, it looks great. But I was just not going to attempt this at 163 pip stops. Let it ride. You in any trade? No, we took some profits here. Took profits here in Asian yesterday. We took profits here earlier today, and now I'm just waiting for it to set up. The 4 hours closing here in 3 minutes. And we're going to see if we can form some structure, right? We've had some structure here. We can close back in range. I wouldn't mind that. just to get some buys down here. But if we keep pushing, we're most likely looking at some kind of buy somewhere over here and somewhere between an hour to 2 from now, or with sometime within the next 2 hours. Forget up north, can't miniololus. Is there a maxiololus? Greenwich, Connecticut. Yep. Weston, Margate, Coral Springs. Your girl lives in Margate? Really? I know a few females in Margate. Yo, who knows about these, bro? You guys know about these candies? Honestly, oh, goated. You guys ever had these? You see it or no? Yo, zoom in, bitch. You guys ever had this? This shit is so good. Delicious. Got a picture of Benny on the fucking thing. Benny, how you get on the cover? Wick's always eating candy and ice cream for breakfast. Yeah, what the fuck are you gonna do about it? You guys eat cereal. You guys eat cereal for breakfast, and then you guys have fucking mojitos for lunch. I want to hear shit. I eat ice cream and chase it down with a blunt. Ukraine? It's from the Russian store, honestly. Stop eating the kids' candy. Who you gonna blame it on? Come here. Come on. Come on. Why you eat the kids' candy, bro? Why did you eat the kids' candy? Put it in your mouth, I said. Right there. It's right there. It's in his mouth. Keep it in there. Why did you eat the kids' candy? Perfect. Thank you. Now you can go. 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 You did your job, bro. Go. Stop licking me. I got an alibi. You don't. Look at him. He knows he's guilty. Zach, go home and tell the kids. They'll be like, look at him. He knows he's guilty. Why did you eat the kids' candy? Why did you do it? Huh? Why did you do it? Why'd you do it? Definitely did it. Got here. Oh, okay. Look, the 4 hours closed. Wait. Perfect. We wanted to end closed above everything. Not gonna have a wick here for the same reason. Oh damn, there's a lot of rain here. I really want to buy limit off of want to buy limit off the low, but we're going to have a buy stop here. 2 lot. Going a bit smaller, it's a heavy stop or a flip, but it's going to be quick here. Full TP would be the top of the range. If we can break down here lower, this would be amazing. Not risking too much. We can technically lose 20,000 on this account and not blow. But with volume, I expect this to pump a little bit. Oh man, can we re-break the lows? Would that be amazing? We re-break the lows, might delete the buy stop, and we'll look for our limit entries. Yeah, I'm not looking for off the 15. The 15 would be great, but it doesn't fall in line with anything, right? The 15, the 30, and the 1 hour are all different levels. Stop at this point. Back in range here, 43.75. $81.6, 81.6. Okay. Good, this is good. Okay, tapping into that 30. Remember I said the 15 looks great here at this area, as it kind of runs across the board here, but it's only a 15. There's no 30 or a 1 hour level there. So I said over here, I will have a buy limit at this area. Looks like we might come down there. That'd be great. Remember, we also just rebroke. We made a low. We came up almost to the flip and then rebroke the low. So I figured we'd get further than the flip now. Okay? The current stop is 82 pips though. As it starts getting into triple digits, I'll probably. Long lot size on this. $381.6. Tap to on FX. No, I'm not deleting here. We're bouncing off a 30 level, right? Yeah, I'm definitely not deleting here. If we re-break the low, we'll probably have to, yeah. All right, good luck, gang. $3.4. Bias. So the current candle low will be stops. Should be fairly quick with the amount of orders we just grabbed, and we came up. Like I said, we grabbed the low, came up, and then re-broke the low. Once we start breaking highs, we should be filling the wick to the left. Can you explain your buy and sell? You see how they're different sizes? This is a partial, this limit sell would be a partial close of this 2 contract buy, or two lot buy. If we close with back in range or down here without flipping right now on this 15, or if we re-break the lows, we will delete. For now, it looks like we're gonna get activated and have ourselves a position. And the thing is, it's all together, right? It's a 15, a 30, an hourly, a 4-hour closure above the range on every time frame. On a bullish day, a bullish closure. So you're trading in the right direction with structure. Your job is to be there for the volume candle. All right, good luck, gang. We must re-break. $73.4. Let's move our stops to. Oh, come on, push. There we go. Move stops to break even there. Partial secured. W. This is house money at this point. Risk-free trade. Right? So congratulations. There's no risk. There's no way we can lose on this, but we did win already, and we can win some more. Isn't that a great feeling, gang? Clap it up for yourselves. Pat yourselves on the back. Let's secure a little more Wait, hold on. Let this re-break highs and I'll secure. Let this re-break highs and I'll secure a little more. But we did our job. There's no risk here. If it drives, it drives. If it pushes heavy, great. If not, we secured the bacon. We're winners again. What was that? 21 pips?
W trade.
That's 2 by 21, right? For now. No, run on us. Run, mother. What? So I got taken out. Yeah, that's it. That was the trade. And right, maybe it runs now. Maybe it comes down here or re-breaks the low and then it runs. But at this point, we don't care because you secured your edge, right? I mean, that's twice another W. That's 2 by 21. 21. It's just, you know, it's just do the simple things. Just simplicity. You got to understand that rebreak at a high, everything falls in line with it, but everybody and their mother had buy stops there, right? What gold typically does when it doesn't create this wick, it'll flip. Sometimes this wick is 50, 60 pips, but then it'll come back down. Sometimes this wick is 5 pips, but then it'll come back down. Off the 4 hour, it's usually never less than 20 to 30 pips. But it'll come back down once it creates that wick. Grab more orders, just like we saw on this candle, right? On the hourly. It came down, grab more, and then it fucking drove. And that's what 4 hour will typically do. Except the 4 hour will typically come back to the 4 hour level. Where's the 4 hour level? Who fucking guessed it? Right? Sorry. Way off. Right there. Somewhere in here, profits lie. Profits don't lie, I'm sorry. Profits hang out. Somewhere in here is your doorway to the promised land. Somewhere in here. And when you get in there, the doorway takes you up an elevator. Four hours from now, you're going to see this candle look like this. You'll take a screenshot of it now. Not me.
Remember it. Write it down. Take a picture. I don't give a fuck.
But in 4 hours, that's what I'm going to expect the candle to look like. Yeah, I told you guys, you're going to show up. We're going to either win or win. You got no choice. You're either going to win or win. So keep showing up. You want to be at the tip? Yeah, I want to be at the tip of the wick right here. Somewhere, the entry. Somewhere there. Now, don't bet the house on it because Wix said so, right? Just know that that is where the opportunity lies, and that's where we collect a lot. That's where we take a lot of W's at that level. 76, 61. So we're about 150 pips away, but if we start coming down here, we will have a third trade here on stream at this area. We'll have a buy limit here. I'll do a 2 lot, probably risk whatever profits we have on here today. Not a big day, right? There's small positions. Whoa, coming down fast. What are you doing? Oh, yeah. Slow down. 100 pips away. What you don't want is this fucking it's a waterfall. Waterfall. Wow, it really wants to come down fast. I guess we'll attempt it here. Let's do it off a different account. You're calling it? Have a nice weekend. Damn, dog. Now you're gonna you're gonna start making me question if I should do it too. We could go into the weekend in a really good mood with some W's, or we can get really greedy and risk it all here right now. Who wants to have a great weekend? Who wants to have an amazing weekend? Just took 2 dubs here. Hey, I don't think you guys. Here's the deal. Taking this position, let's go into the pluses and minuses. Okay, I had 3 W's today. Do you? Yeah, I had 3 W's today too. But taking this position, here's what it does to you. You win, it's not going to make you rich or wealthy. You lose here. I don't like how this is moving so heavy off that level. I'm probably going to stay out. You lose here. What did it tap? Did it tap the 4-hour? Yeah, it did. So as I was saying, you win here. It's not going to make you rich or wealthy. It's just got to add on to the happiness you already have. You lose here. It's going to wipe away all your happiness, probably ruin your Friday, and then make you go into the weekend in a shitty mood. So while I do think this is a good level, I think we're so far ahead, it's not worth losing it. Edge is edge, though. If you expect the value there, you surely take it. Yeah, not at this guy. I probably, I don't know. It's there. The edge is there. I'm pretty confident. I just probably don't take it with this kind of stupid volume. Look at that drop. You want to get there in a trickle down so you could pump up. You don't want to pump down. But yeah, the edge is there. Watch it bounce the fuck up now. Yeah, I'm cool with it. I'm cool with it. I'm cool with it. But yeah, if I'm being honest, when it's moving like this on a heavy flow, when it's got its period like this, I wouldn't have entered here anyway, if I'm being completely honest. When it just drops heavy like that, I just don't know what the fuck it hit here, right? So it could do it. Usually I like a trickle to my level. You know why? Because as it's coming down, the smaller time frames will give you an indication that that is a good level. Whether they start printing with no bottom wicks, whether they start opening up with no top wicks, but they start giving you an indication as you're coming down here that you're reaching, you know, a slow down area that you could bounce off of. Right now, this gave no indication of that. So what I like to do when this happens, right? I've spoken about this earlier in the week. When you get a move like this, I'll let this close. I'll let this bottom out. It will bottom out somewhere. Look at that. You would have lost here. You see? You would have lost here. So here's the deal. I would let this bottom out. Oh man, I feel great because we would have fucking, you know, got smacked and pretty upset here. But whenever I wouldn't have entered here regardless when it was moving like this. But I'm gonna wait for this to bottom out because it's either gonna respect this area on the closure or it's not, and it's gonna come down to the next area. And if it respects this area, right, as it eventually breaks the low but comes back up here and closes above here, right? If the market then does this, right? If we just kind of bottomed out here and if this was just a wick, right, and market did this, I'm gonna have a buy limit at the very next candle on the very same spot that we would have had it as it's coming down here. I'm gonna have a buy limit for that bottom wick to continue us back up like that. So when you see heavy drops like that, like I stay out and I let it create that support. Once it's created, you'll take that same bottom wick entry. You just won't take the bounce. You'll take the actual, you know, in your direction onion. Well, except you'll get in before the onion. Onion would be up there. You'll get in over here. That'll be your entry instead of here. Nah, Wix, you wouldn't have lost, gone about 30 pips in profit. But yeah, it's definitely not working down on Friday after all the. It's not about worth it or not worth it. I'm just thinking about like being honest with myself. I'm the only one that would keep myself accountable, right? If trades come back to break even, they come back to break. Okay, I just on the breakdown, being honest. And when we see moves like this, they'll smack levels when it's just a heavy drive because you don't know what you've hit here, right? We haven't been here in a long time at this area. Look at this, nothing to the left here. We haven't been here for a while, right? So many orders accumulate as you're coming up here. Look, and we've been coming up all night, all morning. So as you're coming up here, you say to yourself, all right, I don't know what orders we're rejecting off of, but if I see just a heavy push, one candle, I'm not expecting that support to hold. Wick stays on the right side of the V. I don't know what that means. But yeah, it went up 30 pips. We would have been up 30 pips and break even 100%. Like, you don't let your trades go into 20 plus pips in profit and then into drawdown. If you do, you're an asshole. Don't be an asshole. Could have closed out on that position for him. Yeah, I could have. It's just not a high quality position. Like the whole point is to get that entry for it to run in your direction. And I don't think it will. There's quite a few, like, this whole move needs a correction. This whole bullish move up. And when it corrects, you guys should be wondering, damn, that's a higher time frame pullback. How can I get in on a swing? Look at the 4-hour levels. Should be coming back to the most recent ones. So look historically, look what happened here historically. Last time we had the same push up that we just did. Let's draw it here and then you'll see me adjust. So this push up, tap that area, tap that area, came down, this is where it bottomed out, and then it took off here. Now if we go to now, there's the drive up to that area. Now we're tapping that area where it previously bottomed out. And from here, it took off all the way up to 44.30. If we break the lows, it's not mirroring that level. And we're on our way to further down. But if it holds this, it'll mirror the way that moves. Doesn't look like it. Let's see. Let's see. Comes back up, respects this blue line. We might start mirroring what happened previously. Gonna call it. It's 10:25. There's no session tonight. There's no Asian session tonight. Friday. Here. Actually, yeah. I mean, I don't know. At this rate, we'll see. Maybe there's another position left in this. How much percent do you risk in your funded account? It's 150K account, and today we've taken 2 lots and 3 lots, or 2 contract, 3 contract. Took 3 W's today and you chill out. Yeah, as long as if you feel like your mental capital is depleted, do that. When there's a bounce, like a V-shaped rally, you were explaining to not get into the initial drop, but wait for the V to be formed. And then I've never really worded anything as the V. That's why it's hard for me to understand. Maybe in your head, it looked like a V. Then take it. So waiting to be on the right-hand side of the V. Okay, yeah, I get it. You're waiting for that support to form, which would make it look like a V. And then you want that bottom wick. Yes. That's what I just drew. Exactly. What is happening? Why it is red? What's red? We're in the green, bruh. In this situation, what should be the confirmation for possible sells? A daily bearish closure? Wait till next week for sells. No, I mean, sells could form. So here's the deal. Let's get rid of this. Let's get rid of this. Smart put. So you've clearly identified a range here, right? Resistance, support, right? Break of support, aka break of structure, right? Structure, right? Higher highs, higher lows. You've broken all of that. Now you're creating a lower low, and your job on a sell is a lower high. So what do you need? You probably need to come back to resistance, and the market needs to prove to you that something is a resistance. So as you come back up here, right? This was a support. You need to get here, attempt to break up, but still hold that area, right? Then you can say so. All right. Let's see if a candle can now get a closure that in the other direction that's stronger than the drive here. Sometimes you call it an engulfing candle. To me, it's just a pretty candle. I like it. I like the way it looks here, but for a sell, better than, because look, it's a strong candle off a previous support level that's now turning into resistance after we broke it, getting closer below, right? I'm going to trust the market to do what it tells me it's doing. The market just told me this is now a resistance. So yeah, we can, if the higher time frame was bearish, I'm looking at this top wick sell here. You see how the higher time frame is bullish? And what I drew out before, the example, I was looking for a bottom wick buy. So on a bearish time frame, right? On a bearish higher time frame, I would look for a top wick sell here to come down off this area. But because the higher time frame is bullish, it will really depend on what this candle is. If this is a 30 and a 15 and an hourly, or if this is just a 15, which is creating a bottom wick for the 30, right? And the 30 is still open, so it can technically flip and end up looking like this, which is not what I want. But if I have multiple time frames aligning, I'm okay with taking this top wick entry. If not, I'm looking for a break at a low right there. Top wick form, break at a low, takes me down to wherever support is. And if this happens and I get in nowhere here, I wait for this support to be broken and closed below. And then the next candle, I'm in on the break at a low right there. There's many ways you can play this if you build a narrative of what the market's doing, right? Entries could be everywhere. Remember I said, well, you figure out how to trade. You figure out how to trade this part of the market. You figure out how to trade this part of the market, 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 right? You figure out how to trade this here. You figure out how to trade this here, how to figure out how to trade this, how to trade that break at a low, how to trade this. And eventually you know how to trade every part of the market, and you're like, everything's tradable, right? I could trade it here. I could trade it, break it at low. I could trade it at top wick, break it at low. I could trade a bottom wick after support. I can trade it off a buy limit. I could have a sell limit. And you're like, damn, like, are you waiting for your position? Everything is a position. No, I'm now at this point, you know, it's picking and choosing where my comfort level is. And a lot of the time it'll be based on the higher time frame falling in line with this smaller time frame. But I could trade anywhere in the chart here, right? Because I hear it talking to me, and like I know the words it's saying and what it's doing next, right? The market, it's not like reading a book, because the book can be a surprise, right? It can have different endings. The market is a constant story of what I'm doing next. It's telling you, okay, next thing I'm going to do is do this. And the next thing I'm going to do is do this. Next thing I'm going to do is do this. Next thing I'm going to do is do this. That's what right? It's not really like reading the story. It's just trying to understand what it's telling you on the next thing that it's going to do. And it's telling you what it's going to do. You just have to read. You have to know that lingo, I guess. The language, the lingo. Chat, please drop a like and sub to the channel, especially if you're new here and if you're not new here as well. But please help me grow this channel. We've gotten 2 W's today, 2 stimulus checks, 2 Wix9 stimulus checks are in the mail for you guys. 1 from last night as well, so 3 overall. Yeah, drop a like, sub to the channel. Please share this stream with everyone. Your mama, your uncle, your granddaddy, your grocery store owner, whatever it is. Share it so we can grow a bigger community of like-minded people. I need your help to get there. Like I said, we get to 50K, 24-hour stream. It's gonna be fun, I tell ya. What do you do when the bottom wick for that bearish onion candle has filled the wick down so at the break of the lows it is the support? Wait. Hey, kind regards from Dear Romania. W Romania. Say what up to the G for me. Top G. Yalla. Where are weak entry buys? All right, hold on. Let's go back to that question. What do you do when the bottom wick for that bearish onion right here has filled the wick down so at the break of the low it's the support? Good question. So we have a support right here, right? What do you do when this wick is like this? Oh, wait. Am I understanding your question? What do you do when this wick has pretty much filled that range down? Right? Highly likely you've just done what you needed to do. Yeah, it's taken away your advantage point, right? And it's done what you needed to do on the next candle. So it played out, right? That low, this range played out. What you thought was going to happen, it did it, but it did it at a faster pace, right? So it's highly likely that you get a bottom wick and you get this candle to do this and close above the range. But don't forget, this candle, while it did make that bottom wick and pushed up, it didn't flip or close back in range. It still held resistance on a closure. So for a certain amount of time, whether it was 15 minutes, 30 minutes, price maintained its bearish momentum enough to close below the range. Which means, yes, this is the likelier thing to happen now that the range is filled and, right, some bottom wick and a drive up. But if this creates a bottom wick, drives up, and fails to push, and then comes back down in range, right? As it starts coming back down, you start getting this bearish flip. I would enter right there on the break of that candle after the low's been made and an attempt up has been made. And now you're looking like this. So that's how it play. I would let that bottom wick be formed. I would give it a chance to come up into that range. I would let it fail. And once I see a wick into this range and it failed and we're re-breaking the bottom wick that it made, that's where I would get in. If not, if you don't get it there, if it doesn't make that bottom wick just come kind of, comes up and flips, then you just wait for that closure below here. Get that closure. Then you can look to trade it down, break it a little. But that's how I would play that. Why you keep scratching my table, bro? You can't eat a glass table. Showing on my glass table. Hey, come here, Chewbacca. Come here. Chip off. His eye goes deep. Look, I can poke him deep in his eye. It's crazy. Your eye sockets are big as hell, bro. Or deep as hell. That was really helpful. Thank you, Wix. You're welcome, bro. Anytime. Ask as many questions as you can while we're here and while we got time to do the Japanese. Speak the Japanese. Amazing explanation. Absolutely. Yeah, I mean, it's not rocket science, right? But it's not easy what we do, right? It's just not rocket science, and I'm just trying to save you, you know, I'm trying to guide you in the right direction. I'm not even gonna teach you, right? I'm just trying to save you a bunch of time on your way to getting to profitability or on your way to getting out of poverty, right? Because we all get there at a different pace, right? But if this can save you some time, man, that'd be great. And you don't need to like compare yourself to me. Like it's all irrelevant. Like who got there when and how, who got profitable how quickly, right? It's just remember the hustle is not against anyone else, right? It's not against any other trader. It's not against any of your friends. The grind is against poverty. That's it. That's the only hustle. Oh, date the record. Oh, you're right. It's 592 dubs now. Yeah, I'm almost up to 600 wins. I'm glad we did. We missed a couple of New York sessions this week. I was glad to be back here. I told you guys yesterday, I'm planning to finish out the week here in New York today because I didn't want yesterday's Asian session to be just it, right? It was a great session, but I was like, man, we got another one left in us for the week. Remember, we're going to run this all throughout winter break and the winter vacations and through Jesus' birthday and Santa's birthday and like his birthday and New Year's, Christmas, all that. We're gonna stream. Markets open. If the banks are open, we will be streaming. Right, New York and Asian. We absolutely slayed the last 2 years. The last 2 years, Christmas vacation or winter break, we went undefeated for both years. We've absolutely supercharged our accounts last 2 Decembers. The value in yesterday's stream was priceless. Yesterday was a really good Asian session stream. Yeah. The trade came like 30 seconds before the stream started. We were in runners when we opened up the stream, but ow, bro, that hurt. What are you doing? What are you doing? Go to your spot. Go to your spot. Go. No, go. I'm not having this. All right. Stay here. He's too heavy to move. He's just leaning on it. You like that?
When you're not strong and you're a massive dog.
Yeah, right.
He's so fucking huge, bro. What is that, 130 pounds you said, bro? That's
He's
insanely
pushing to 140 right now.
huge. God damn.
Yeah, he's like 136, 137.
Yeah, if he sits on somebody's foot.
When he goes up onto my lap and he puts both front paws on my lap and just puts his head like right onto my lap and he's laying down like that, and it's like half his body weight and it's like crazy. He's right here. He's pushing my chair. He's right here.
Yeah, but you gotta love that. You gotta love
Look,
that.
look at him. This is how he spends his fucking mornings. He's just on my lap.
Yeah, man, he wants the attention. He wants the attention.
Hey. Knucklehead.
We're 316 watching, and big thank you for the likes. There's 141. So we're still missing a few people that could drop some likes. We'd appreciate that. So drop some likes. Sub to the channel as well. Share it with your friends. We're growing the community. This is growing. We have grown tremendously in the last
few months. Yeah.
Especially during Asian session. So don't forget Asian session, Monday night through Thursday night.
8 p.m. Private session Sundays for the Signal channel. This Sunday, 2 days from now, if you're part of the Signal channel, we're going to run an agent session. If you're new to the Signal channel, it's not just a Signal channel, it's a community. It's got its own separate chats, its own separate Zooms, plus a private session on Sundays, plus its own giveaways. So if you're in the Signal channel and you're new here, if you signed up for the community, Sunday, 8 p.m. Eastern, private agent session every Sunday just for you guys. And if you haven't signed up, go ahead. You have 2 days to join, and we'll run that 8 p.m. Eastern. We're going to do a 50K Top on Futures instant funded giveaway. No challenge. And last week we got dubs. Week before that we got dubs in that session. And it's a private session, right? So very intimate, very good discussion happens. Well, for whoever wants the discussion, we can actually talk, and it's just a free for all, right? We're not really obligated to run a big YouTube stream. So it's fun, it's intimate, it's profitable, and there's giveaways. Show up, and I think just your first trade, or any trade you would take in the Signal channel, or any one of these trades that we took today, right, or the trade yesterday, probably pay for your entire year's membership here in the Signal channel. But yeah, please join up. We're gonna run agent, but yeah, Jay's right. Agent has been feeding us for the last few months, last month and a half, right? I think yesterday's agent session, we got over 100 subs.
Yeah, I think you grew like 400 subs in the last month.
In the last month, no, like 1,000. But yeah.
Was it 27.1? Okay.
Yeah.
Thought it was a little bit more than that, but that's awesome, bro.
Yeah. Well, 900 and change right now. So yeah, it was like around 27 too.
I mean, that's awesome, bro. Keep sharing the stream, gang.
Yeah, you guys are helping out. Absolutely. That's why I keep asking for it. Yeah, right. I heard somebody online go like, "Oh, can you imagine these streamers? They're begging for likes and subs." Like, yeah, I provide value and I want likes and subs, but like, if you guys don't know, I'm gonna ask for them. I want to grow this community. It's not about begging or not begging. I do my thing. I know the value I provide, right? I know what I do, and I know how valuable it is. And I'm still going to ask for your likes. I need your help. I understand the fact that no matter how much value I can provide here, I'm not going to get to a massive community and 100K subs and followers, right? And without your help, even though there's value here, you guys got to help yourself. But I need your help too. But the biggest thing I can say is my trades, right? Like, value speaks for itself. The biggest thing I can say is click buy or sell and just show it on screen. That's the biggest thing I can tell you guys. And honestly, like, if this was just an entertainment stream, it would be a lot easier to get likes and subs. But this is a value stream, an educational stream, right? And we come here really to make some money, to get profits. So it's a lot more difficult to even run this stream than just an entertainment stream, because I got to perform, right? I got to execute and be on the right side of things to get your to get your likes and subs. So drop a like and sub for that. But the fact that we have to perform, and that's what we do day in, day out, night in, night out. 2 streams a day, 8 a.m., 8 p.m., New York and Asian. We just provide wins over wins over wins over wins, right? For half a decade now. So join up, join us. Walk this dark alley with us. Walk this tunnel, knowing that there's a light at the end of it, and Wix 9 is that light, right? Shining it for you, right? You can either see the light or be the light. I always say light at the end of the tunnel. You can either see the light or be the light. Either one is great. Both are great, because you know what you're striving towards. But honestly, you can make the choice to be the light, and that's what I do. I'd be like, what do you signal? GC? Yeah, gold. Through what platform? Through Discord. You get the signals in our Discord channel. So we have a Discord community. There's over 1,000 people on there, and there's also private channels in there. There's public channels and private chats in there, and in one of the private chats, that's where the signals come through. There's also private, like I said, for the signals. There's a separate chat. There's separate. It's like you get access to the Clubhouse community. You get access to the Zooms, to the private sessions. So it's a lot of things that go into it. It's not just signals. Community. Looking for more trades. I'm looking at the chart right now. You're talking. Just give me a second. I need to think here. Yeah, I would look for the onion that we just spoke about, right? If we can get a bearish candle printing here, I'll probably look for a retest of the lows. Bro, he literally does not let me fucking work, bro. Yo, come on. Look at him, he's staring at me. I can't work like this. Move. I need you to move. Bro, how far back does your neck go? I need you to go. He's staring at me. He's still staring at me. Look at it. He loves me. Yeah, he's like my kid. He sees how I am with my daughters. He's like, I want that. I want that. I want to be in there. Man, remember how we started the day today when I was talking about walking in the right door? Walking in, and sometimes we all walk into the wrong door, right?
Yeah, I remember.
I don't, because I smoked 3 joints. So I'm just kidding. But you guys walked into the right door today. You know, like I said, I realize most people, you know, have a hard time changing things in their life because change is hard. You don't, you know, you don't change yourself by, you know, you don't change because being honest with yourself is really hard, right? Keeping yourself accountable is really hard. But when you've got some structure to your life, and when you've seen a little bit of success with that structure is very hard to it is very easy to repeat, because when things are structured, you just kind of rinse and repeat. You do it all over again. There's a process to it. There's a way of doing it, right? And then if you can do it over and over, right, things just kind of start rolling and you start walking into the right doors, right? I get it. It's way easier to stay busy. It's way easier to stay loud, as I said earlier. It's way easier to stay surrounded, right? Stay surrounded in terms of have a lot of noise around you. Stay surrounded by people. Stay surrounded by the activities that you're used to doing, right? Like I said, growth usually happens when nobody's clapping, when nobody's watching, when it's just you and the things you've been avoiding, right? So welcome those things that you've been avoiding, right? Because, like I said, the things you're avoiding and the silence you're trying to escape, right? Silence where you have to deal with yourself and keep yourself accountable, but it's just you and the voice in your head, right? When you're talking to that inner bitch, that uncomfortable silence that you're trying to escape, that's usually the doorway through the correct door. And you guys have walked into that doorway today when you showed up to these streams. Okay? Are your signals just in chat, or are they auto trade? There's no such thing as auto trade. How signals work is whenever I place a position on my terminal, my MT5, whenever I move anything, stop, move, whenever I take partials, whenever I move a TP, stop loss, or an entry, or, you know, or a pending order, you see it in real time as it happens, because there's a bot attached to my terminal that just tells you in words everything that Wix just did. Wix moved this, or like, but it just tells you, hey, TP moved, stops here, pending order here, pending order activated, 10% of the trade secured at 20 pips, you know, then it tells you what percentage of my position I close where and when. as it happens on my live terminal, right? The only reason I have a signal channel is because it's a bot, right? It's a bot in terms of I don't have to type things out. Whenever I do something, it's already, it just tells you what it does, what I did. I don't have to type things out. Okay, I stop here. Remember back in the day, you guys would have to, like, or the gurus would type it out in their Telegram chats, and then they would edit it after, you know, after you hit stops, they would edit it and say, "Hey, TP hit," all that bullshit. Right, but yeah, we're not Mamba FX, and we're not gonna fucking do that shit. We're gonna make some profits here trading. LOL the edits. Yeah, those are the funny ones. Those are the great ones. Savage. Hey, W808. Have a great weekend. Yes, absolutely. I might be creating a wick for a new 1 hour fill to go down. What else? What else? What else? You snoring while sitting, bro? Stop. What's wrong with you? Aren't you nocturnal? Can you explain wick entries? Yes, but just keep showing up here because like we've gone over this even in today's stream many times. We've explained. And there's many different types of wick entries, right? Dog needs a CPAP. I don't know what he needs. I need a fucking dolly to move this motherfucker around. Almost called him the N-word. You tell in real life, that's just how it's. Rewind the stream or last night Asian for review. Yeah, rewatch this stream and we'll go over wick. Today actually went in depth in terms of the kind of wick entries I would like and when I'd look for them and why, based on today's market. Right, so today's stream was really good for that. And he said, "What you say fuck me for, bro? Get up, stop, what are you doing?" He laid down on the chair wheel and my shit just kind of like on an anchor. Moving 130 pounds. Yeah, absolutely. So good advice. Rewind this stream and watch yesterday's evening stream. Watch like the last 5 streams over the weekend. The last 5 streams that we did here, go watch them over the weekend. All really good. Really good. Good boy. Good boy, Benny. 10:54. We're coming up here on London close. I don't see much that I like here. Point. I think we might just you're gonna timestamp some important parts later today. Yo, that would be so dope. Honestly, yeah. Chris boosted. He still trains, spend time with family, living life. Who? Market Mechanic Hobby. Yeah, he showed up here last week. You know, he gave everybody a shout out and a dip. Pretty cool. But you see what he's doing? He needed to step away, step back, and kind of grind in silence, do his own thing in order to improve, and that's exactly what he's done. I think a lot of people that have done that here have really improved. A lot of people have done that and come back. What is this N-word I keep hearing? Nigeria. I don't know, bro. Ninja. Oh. How you say black in Spanish? I missed that dude. I'll hit him up on Discord. Nouns. A whole lot of nouns. Yeah. A whole lot of nouns. I mean, the only thing that could fuck this up right now is a Jesus joke, honestly. I think it's been a pretty good session.
So let's not.
Let's not do it. Yeah, by the way, drop a like, sub to the channel, and please share this stream before you dip. Please.
Yeah, don't mess with Jesus. Yeah, last night you were saying a few words in Spanish and talking about French, but you never said anything in French. You know any French words?
Oh, yeah. I do.
Okay, let's hear it.
Croissant.
Are you looking for that? Are you typing?
Croissant. No, I'm not typing anything. Croissant.
Croissant. Nice,
Yeah.
nice.
Yeah.
What else?
I mean, that's about it. That's as French as I get. A croissant.
Wow,
And
that's incredible.
je m'appelle Wix.
Nice. Very good. Very good. Bonjour, ça va? L'amour? Yes.
Voulez-vous coucher avec moi?
No, merci.
Okay.
You're half Spanish, half Mexican. Sorry about the half Mexican part, bro.
Yeah, it's all right. Not everybody's perfect, bro. You'll be all right.
Correct.
This soir.
Oh man. So he's half Spanish, half Mexican, live in the States. I mean, did you apply for your Spanish passport? Because your Mexican doesn't really help you much. You can travel all through Europe and North America pretty easily.
You could come to America anytime through the southern border if you want, brother. Well, not
He is
anymore.
Mexican.
Not anymore. But before,
If they charge him,
you could have
if
ran
they
through the
charge
Rio
him-
Grande, no problem.
yeah, if they charge him for being legal, he could just go back to Mexico, lose his American passport, and say, "No, I'm coming in as illegal. Now give me money."
Full health care. Get this guy.
Oh my God, seriously.
No, my mother was born in the States. Oh, you're an anchor baby. Or she was an anchor baby. You're not.
You were also born in the States? All right. So you got 3 citizenship? You have 3 passports? Mexican, American, and Spanish?
The Rio Grande entrance was damn near a portal. No, that shit. You came with a passport. If you were walking through the Rio Grande, you got a passport on the other side. Shit came with a visa. Here you go. Biden with the auto pen sitting over there.
Yeah.
Oh
Oh my God.
Passport for you. Passport for you. Passport for you. You smuggling 20 of you? 20 passports for you.
Biden was Oprah. You get a passport, and you get a passport, and you get a passport.
Wixie taking a
we're
break this
taking a
December? No break. No break. What was that? Coming down. Yeah, coming
I'm
down.
saying it's coming down, yeah. That's the hell is that candle 100 pips on the 1 minute?
Let it be 100 pips. You're a winner
Oh
today.
my God. It's
Fucking winner
92
today.
pips. Jesus, the volume is massive today.
What's the drop here? We've only dropped
We can
almost
keep it solid.
750 pips. That's not that much.
No. It's just the entire London move.
It's the entire. It's corrected. I told you it's gonna need to correct a lot of that.
Yeah. We're at a strong level here.
How we go to Ivy's Iron Bar Lodge? I don't even know what that is. No, I'm not taking a break this December. I just said that we're gonna trade and stream through the entire winter, through the entire winter break, Christmas break, all of that, New Year's break. If the banks are open, I'll fucking be there. All right, we'll be streaming just like we have the last 2 years. We've gone undefeated the last few years in the winter break, so we're just gonna continue. Just in 140 million liquidated from the crypto market in the past 60 minutes. December, people are taking payouts. Somebody just took a paycheck. Wait, you're taking a break? No breaks. Full speed ahead, my friends. Heading into the JOB funding. Much love, y'all. Yes, great, perfect. Enjoy your day and finish up your JOB funding with a paycheck today. It's Friday. Congrats, you're getting a payout today. On my dad's side, he's Mexican and Lebanese. Yeah.
Mexican and Lebanese. That's interesting. I mean, my daughter is Venezuelan, half Egyptian, so pretty interesting. I'm guessing your dad was your dad's side. Your grandfather was Lebanese.
Under
and
5 feet
your
tall?
grandmother was
Oh, no,
Mexican?
never mind.
What?
I thought you were going to talk about height.
No, nah. Don't care about that. No, I was gonna say. Most likely his grandfather, the Lebanese one, was the one looking for the hot Latinas in Mexico. That's what would make sense. Oh man, that's what we all did. All them Africans. We went to South America, get them chicas.
Nate is 418. What does that mean, 418? 5'6"?
Oh, that's his
Yeah.
height. Yeah.
You guys are
Nate is
short.
4'18". Yeah, no, I mean, he's pretty tall for his race. He's pretty
Played a
tall.
turpy. What do you mean? What's Nate? Isn't Nate white?
He's not.
No,
He's
Nate,
half.
you're not white.
He's half, but I'm not saying the rest. It's up to him to decide if he wants to say it. Hey, oh, I know. I'm not ratting out. I'm not ratting you out.
Yeah, W therapy, bro. Hope you have a great weekend, and I'll see you on Sunday. See you on Sunday. I wonder how many subs we got right now. Maybe if we're close to 28.1, or are we over 28.1? Can we get there? Let's see. See if you guys can help me out. Oh, we still got to do something.
You got to spam.
No, yeah, you got to spam some dubs. Not yet. Hold on. Don't do it yet. Don't spam the dubs yet. Hold on. Yeah, I'm not ready. I'm not ready for your support, gang. By the way, we're at 28.1. We've reached it. Let's get to 28.2. I hate it when it's just 28K. It feels like it's bought. When it's 28 point something, W.
I see 28.1.
Yeah, 28.1. So it's good.
Okay.
Let's get this to 29 and then to 30 and then to 50. That'll be great. But I appreciate all your support, gang. Definitely appreciate it. Let me get ready here. And you? What you talking about? What you talking about? I'm Jamaican. Hey, gang, do me a favor. Spam the shit out of the W button. Please, spam them dubs. Let's fucking go. Let's go. Spam them dubs. Let's fucking go. Appreciate the $1.99, Nate. Appreciate that. Thank you, gang. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Yeah. So 11:04 here, the last 30 minutes of volume here, of hyper volume, right before London close, and then you're gonna have a little bit of a power hour for after lunch, around 1:30, maybe till around 3:30. And maybe we can have this come back down to the pothead levels at 4,200. I doubt it, honestly. I think with the daily pushes that we've had. Look at this rejection off the daily level, though. Wow. Interesting. So let's have a daily level right there. I don't think we're done yet. I think if it can hold this area, even if it closes doji, it's going to hold that daily level. You're coming up to that next daily resistance, which is up here. The daily doesn't hold and closes bearish. We're looking at the next daily support at around 42.19, 42.20 areas. We can get to 42.20 and then start pumping back up. Close above 43.12. You're looking at 44.10 and 4,500 next. So probably I'm thinking based on the way we're printing here, if it's the daily and we look at the weekly at the resistance, This weekly's gonna have a lot to do here. There's just no stopping. Look at the summer. The summer just ranged. May, June, July, and then September, August, right? And September started pushing up.
Yeah, that's when they were doing the rate cuts.
Yeah, look
We
at
actually
this.
finally got 3 rate cuts in a row to end the year. Like they
Wait,
originally
where are
expected.
we at 375?
Yeah.
They should have cut it to 350. They should. We're gonna see it. We're gonna see it in the twos. I think we'll just get to like 275
I mean, that would be awesome. It was
next.
at 4.
I think
and
next
they
year you're getting.
Mhm. Sorry, go ahead.
No, I think next year we're getting there with the new Fed chair.
Oh yeah, Powell's gone. That's it. Everything's gonna change. It was at 4. The expectation was for it to drop because of the bad numbers that we were getting, and we did, and we got it. What exactly it was. And my broker was completely frozen on all indices, but gold was moving. I was like, thank God. It was insane.
I know the stream is ending, but I've been struggling with my position sizing using a $50,000 account, and I'm figuring out what's the best size to use while trying to take partials. So on a 150K account, I use anywhere 2 to 6. So on a 50K account, probably 3 times less, right? So I probably use like a 0.5, 0.4, but since you can't do that on a GC contract, you probably got to drop down to MGC while keeping in mind that MGC is a different contract where candles print a bit differently and wicks behave a bit differently. And if you have that understanding, if you haven't watched it, watch it a little bit. But there's no issue trading a 50K with 1 lot or 2 lot. Just make sure your risk management is on point and you're looking at positions that are going to stay within that. But 1 to 2 lots is fine. Right? If you're looking for runners, obviously you can't do a 1 lot or 1 contract, but man, there's some positions where I'd rather be on a GC contract at 1 and just take close full at 30 or close full at 40 because that's where it's going to go versus MGC and get wicked out because their wicks behave differently and, you know, while trying to close partial. Just trade the GC contract with 1 lot until you get a little more in there and then take partials. I use a max of 5 micro on MGC. It moves like normal FX Go. Sure. It's an instant funded. Yeah, go with MGC and just use a smaller line, like 0.4. 0.5.
Yeah, I was using 5 to 8 micros on MGC.
Oh, yeah, when I say 0.4, that's what I mean on it's 4 or 5.
Yeah. 0.4 is a 4 contract on MGC, which is micros. That's what I used to do. Yeah. 5 to 8. That way I could close partials and all that.
Yeah, let's see.
Jesus Christ, congrats, Juan. Bro, did you see that? Juan Carvalho forgot to remove his sell stops, and he's been in a sell since 43.80, and we're at 43.10.
Sounds funny. I forget to leave the sell stop, man. What a fucking blessed day.
What?
Hey, it could have gone the other way, bro.
Seriously.
Bad
You're up
mistake, good
700
W.
pips.
That's what I call a bad win. That's a bad
he
win.
forgot to remove them. Bro, what the hell?
Can't believe you won.
700 pips accidentally. Jeez. Man. Yo, I hope you closed it, bro.
I remember when I became a millionaire by accident. That was fun.
Yeah.
I got distracted, and next thing I know, I'm fucking rich. You know, short-term memory fucking lapse made me into a fucking full-blown, eked out millie. Gang, I think we're gonna call it here. Yeah, let's call it. But before I sign off, I just want to say this quietly and honestly. Thank you for being here. Thank you for being here, not just for watching, but for showing up, for listening, and giving your time. None of this exists without that, and I don't take it lightly. And wherever you're at tonight, I hope you move forward a little clearer, a little stronger. And even though I say it a lot, I really appreciate you guys more than I say. Right? So on that note, I will see everyone next time. Zoom gang. I will see you guys in our private Asian session on Sunday. So if you're part of the Signal channel, if you're part of the private gang, right? If you're in the private channel, show up on Sunday. We're going to trade for the next week's market open, 8 p.m. Eastern. It's a private session. We're going to take some W's. I'll give away a 50K account. And right, we're going to do a giveaway and we'll keep it moving. So if you're part of that, make sure you show up on Sunday. If you're not, you only have a couple of days to sign up before we run the session. Right, that's gonna be on Sunday, 8 p.m. So go join the Signal channel. Also, Top One Futures is still running a 50% off promotion. Use code WIX. Go get your instant funded account. Skip the challenge. Don't sit over there passing challenges for weeks at a time. Skip the challenge. Use code WIX. You get 50% off. You probably end up spending less on an instant funded account than you do with other brands or with other firms on a challenge account. Just remember, use code WIX and get an instant funded 50% off. Mods, thank you for helping me run the stream. As always, appreciate you, gang. Signal channel, go take a break. Start your weekend early, right? Unless I see something incredible, we've had a blessed week. We've had a blessed month so far. We've had an incredible year. Let's keep that same energy. Close out the year, right? Let's enjoy the weekend. Let's start it early. And I will see everybody else here on Monday morning. Okay, gang, as for me, my time here is up. And just like that, another New York session in the books. Have a great weekend, everyone. Make the best of it. Not everyone's cards that have been dealt for this weekend are incredible yet. You know, yet are incredible, right? Sometimes you get a 7 deuce. Right? Sometimes you get a 9-3 offsuit. Really how you play them. All right. So play your cards correct. Enjoy your weekend. And nothing stops. Nothing ends. Nothing freezes. We keep going. All right. We're going to keep going on Monday like the weekend didn't happen. All right. I'll see you guys next week. Later.
Thank you, Wix.
Thank you, guys. Thank you.
Thanks, bro. Thanks, everybody. Take it easy. Peace.
Bye. Eddie. Eddie came late. See you Sunday, Eddie. Later.